Hey lifestylers, it is with mixed emotions that I come to you today to talk about last night's episode of Married at First Sight. We saw two very different weddings, and I'll talk about both of them as quickly as I can because the show isn't far off starting. I'm really happy to see John back. I think everybody deserves a chance to find love, and I think he kind of got screwed over last year on the show because the producers or the show did not manage Deb's expectations very well. Somewhere along the line, she got the feeling that she was going to get exactly what she wanted, which was a Polynesian man with a Polynesian wedding and all sorts of things. It can be really hard when you've gotten to that kind of age and you haven't been married yet and you get very firm ideas of what you're looking for, and it can be hard to deviate from those. And somehow they didn't explain to her clearly enough that she may not get that. That going on the show means that you get the person that the experts think will be best suited to you. So poor John got caught in that, and he's a fairly decent guy, and it was really upsetting to see him sort of screwed over by the show. So I'm really glad he came back, and obviously the show asked him back because they wanted to redeem themselves. And I think they have. I think they've done a good job at setting him up with Melissa. Melissa, who is now the person I want to be when I grow up. She is amazing. So far, I've seen nothing bad about her. And she just is a really sweet person. I love the way she swears. I love the way she talks. I love the way she gets on with her dad. And she was really happy to see John, which that could have really gone one or two ways. And I'm really glad it went the good way because some of us wouldn't necessarily want to see John there. Honestly, I have to wonder how ready he is again because I think it would have been hard to be rejected last time. And so I'm glad he's back. But I think on first glance, if it was me walking up the aisle, I would have thought, God, what am I getting myself into here? Even more so than what you'd be thinking walking up the aisle on a Married at First Sight wedding. So I'm happy for them, and I think they'll be really good. And I think the show redeemed themselves there, but I think the show also shot themselves in the foot because what the hell is going on with Troy? The experts referred to him as the phenomenon that is Troy. So they know that he's some sort of whirlwind or disaster. He's a bloody cyclone. He is not somebody I would want to hang out with, and I don't quite understand the little posse that he's got. They didn't actually feel like friends to me. Some of the other guys with their friends, they were actually friends. You could see there was a dynamic there and a rapport. With him, it was like they were his fans or his little crew, but they weren't actually friends. But that's a different story. But he is an interesting guy. I cannot believe the toothbrushing. That is just disgusting behaviour. I don't know, how many of us have cameras in our faces when we're brushing our teeth or going about our daily business. But I think you could do a little bit better than that because you're a grown man, but you look like a child. You look like someone who's never used a toothbrush before, or you just don't care what the mess you make. I don't know. It was very strange. And it was an insight because, of course, we don't see each other when we're brushing our teeth. Well, not all of us. But I hate to see poor Ash's face if she walks into the bathroom on the honeymoon and sees him doing that because I think I would be stunned. And speaking of poor Ash, I have to wonder about her too because she wants somebody who can see past her beauty, and the show has given her somebody who doesn't see anything past beauty, doesn't see anything more important than beauty, or even anything as important as beauty. So I don't know how it's going to go for them. I don't think much is going to happen for her because Troy's all about himself. He's just so into doing whatever it takes to make himself look good. He said he can say whatever it takes to charm women, and he does. And he was trying to charm the pants off her mum and her two sisters. It was disgusting. And I love that Summer put it back on him, and her instincts kicked in and she could feel that something wasn't right, and she questioned him a lot. So I think that's good that Ash has got somebody in her corner, but she's not going to see that. The other thing that I didn't like about Troy, I mean, among the list, let me get my scroll out, but was his vows. They started off pretty well, and then he said at the end, I promise not only to love, but to be loved. Like, presumption much? It was like, you're going to love me no matter what, which is kind of what he was saying on the ads. So, you know, at least he lives up to the hype, but it's really unfair to her. And frankly, it's unfair to us because we don't tune in to see a car crash. We tune in because we want to watch some people hopefully find love. Maybe they don't, but we're hopeful. And God forbid, if those two stay together, I will be stunned. Stunned. But we'll see. Anyway, it's nearly time for the show to start, and we should all tune in, and I will be watching it with you. So please leave your comments here, and I'll be commenting during the show, so reply to me. Let's have a bit of a chat, and I will see you next time.